Hello. Good morning, chats. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Yeah, so I don't usually stream at this time, but it's Imaginarium Theater, so why not? Hello, how is everyone? Welcome back. Hi, Mod Halaby. Hello, notification gang. Hello to our regulars. Hello, hello. It's time to watch someone play IT while I struggle to beat mine. How have you guys been? Did you try the new Imaginarium Theater? It should have come out. When did it come out for NA? It comes out with different server times, right? Because yesterday it came out. Well, I know it came out yesterday, but I was busy yesterday, so I wasn't able to do it yesterday. Um, Looking motherly as always. Thank you. Hello. What time is it here? It's 11:40 a.m. Yeah, it's almost noon, but I had a late-ish breakfast, so we'll be fine. Dominic, thank you so much for rejoining the academia. You've been a member for 14 months. That is so long. Oh my gosh. Office work made you forget about Imaginarium Theater? No, that's so real though. I mean, listen, chat. There's more important things in life than Imaginarium Theater. You don't have to you don't have to do it on the day it comes out. Hello, I went to snooze. Welcome, welcome. 9 a.m. in India. Hello to you in India. Gave you a hard time, but you finished it with 10 stars with only waifu characters plus one friend's character. I love that. Congratulations. Camera. The camera I'm actually using an Osmo Pocket. Like before I was using an Elgato face cam, but I found the contrast to be a bit harsh, so I was actually able to find it. Osmo Pockets are hard to find, guys. Like they're kind of sold out everywhere. I just got really lucky with this one. And now I can also double it as a webcam. Anyway, fully cleared it earlier today on NA server. Very nice, very nice. You don't like Imaginarium Theater, but I do it anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things I also don't like doing, but we kind of have to do it anyway. At least this one you get your primos. Anyone wishing for Shilonen? Anyone saving for Shilonen? What did you guys think of what did you guys think of all the info from the recent live stream? Like, I know we watch party the recent special program live stream together last Friday. It was a quick live stream, but you know, they gave the info straightforward. So what did you think of the info? Shilonen looks gorgeous. I fully agree. You pulled C1 Kinichi, you are broke. Late stream. Is it nighttime at my place? No, actually, it's very much daytime. It's almost noon. It's 11:45. Saving for Staff of Homa. Ooh, good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Please explain Imaginarium Theater in detail. I do have a video on like explaining the kind of rhythm and mechanics of Imaginarium Theater. So if you're totally new to it, I do recommend you watch that. Because although I will say that that video was made before the changes in 5.0. The changes in 5.0, they're not super drastic to the first iteration of it when I made that video. But most of the improvements in 5.0 kind of just make things a bit easier and a bit less random, I feel. So you can take a look at that, but also you can just watch gameplay like my previous streams of Imaginarium Theater and also this one because it's kind of just gonna give you a better idea overall of what it's like going through the thing. It's easier than trying to like condense it into you know, like a 1 minute pitch of it. I guess the short of it is you're using a lot more characters and then you can only use one character 2 times at most unless you get a buff that refreshes that. And then you have to go through the chambers. And it's a bit of a team building challenge. It's a bit of a how many characters have you built challenge, but you know, they give you different levels so that the entry barrier is lower or higher depending on your needs. It's time for Geo mains to shine in this theater. That's true. So the elements for this theater are Pyro, Electro, and Geo. It's kind of funny that I think the first iteration was Pyro, Electro, and Animo. So now we're kind of back to that, but it's like Pyro, Electro, and Geo. So I think it's fine. Saving for Mavuika, let's go. Good luck. Good luck, good luck. Maintain the agenda, stay for Capitano. Just like Abyss? No, it's not just like Abyss, because in Abyss you can kind of do the entire thing with just 8 characters, you know, 2 teams of 4, or even less, actually. In Abyss you have the option to just solo each chamber. In Imaginarium Theater, you actually can't. You have to use 4 characters each time you enter a chamber. So yeah. It's really more of a horizontal account investment kind of test in a way. So you only need Nivelette for Abyss. So true. I know, right? Nivelette kind of makes things very cheesable at Abyss, but unfortunately in Imaginarium Theater you can't go in with just solo Nivelette. Like I guess you can do Nivelette and then just whoever else your other 3 characters will be. But you know, there are some other things you need to consider. Do you want to save a character for another chamber and things like that? So it's kind of just like imagine it's probably closer to one of the limited time combat events we might have done. I can't say in particular which. It's just that the first time I did Imaginarium Theater, I kind of felt like, okay, that kind of felt like a combat event, you know, where they put fancy mechanics about switching around characters and party members and stuff. Let's all eat healthy and active today, fam. So true. Thank you, Dominic. Guys, if it is lunching time or breakfasting time for you guys, please go grab your food. And if it's not, go grab some water as well. Stay hydrated. Rip Hydro mains in Imaginarium Theater right now. Well, yeah. Their selection of, you know, their restriction to certain elements, it is kind of like rip blank mains each time. Like for me, I can't really use Dendro characters. I know that Kinich is going to be available among the guest stars and stuff, but yeah, my Kinich is still, I'm still not happy with his build yet, so I'm not going to be using him. Now, the rest of these guys, I think I'm pretty good with. So we're going to be using them. Amber, was your pseudo Bennett with Elegy for this IT? Ooh, nice. Not enough characters for Imaginary Theater. Yeah, so they added the Visionary mode, which requires 16 plus 4 bonus characters, which is a lot. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot. Like as always, no pressure. Just to whatever extent you can do is the most important thing. Especially if, you know, you don't want to stress out. You kind of just want to get whatever primos you can with the minimum effort possible and run. Like, yeah, that's valid. Do that. Okay, and then we get an extra 4. Well, of course we need to get Goro. Alternate cast members have been added. Actually, wait. I need to make sure Goro is there with my Ito. Whoa! Yes, Dio. No. They're there. Who else was I going to select? I was just going to get Yoimiya just in case. Just going to get Noelle just in case. I don't think I was going to get Setos. Oh yeah, we're going to get Raiden. Yeah, I think that's good. Just going to double check some stuff. Chilonin-centric character. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, my full husk set is on Ito. Okay, chat. So, one rough thing I personally still find about Imaginarium Theater is that even if I have a lot of characters leveled, like, equipping all of them for this is... Equipping all of them for this is still a pain because, you know, artifact loadouts wear. And I have some characters, you know, especially characters of the same element that perform the same role. Like, for example, Clarand and Sino, right? They're both on-field Electro DPSs. Sometimes I share artifacts between them. So when I have to use both of them, or like prepare to use both of them, equipping and re-equipping can be like such a pain. Artifact loadout 7.3, trust. So true. Hi Panic Moon, how are you doing? So yeah, I think that's it. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna use Sino. I selected a lot of on-fielders, so I don't think I need him. I think I might just go for Yinjin. Where is she? Yeah, I'll just take Yinjin and then I'm just gonna borrow this. Oh. Just gonna borrow this. And then let's give her a good old ER Sands. Nice. And then just give her a good old crit rate circlets. Just borrow Kachinas for the meantime. That's good. I think we'll do that. Artifact loadouts and skip button. Yeah. You're currently watching Nazee stream. Nazee's streaming right now? Oh my god, if only I could raid him from YouTube to Twitch. Ah! I'm not multi-streaming on Twitch right now, chat. And I don't know if I ever will again because the last time I tried it, I had like a bad experience with the internet failing me. But anyway, let's go ahead and do it. So, yeah, we're grabbing these guys. That is a lot of on-field characters. We'll see what happens. Fantasia flowers, and then PLDT things. I know, right? So let's grab a crystallize. I'm gonna try to use Ningguang quickly because I don't use her a lot. She's not really on the stronger side among my characters. So I would kind of rather just
an insurmountable problem, I presume.
Use her among the earlier chambers. Okay. Begin performance. There we go. So we can just do this, this, and that. Hehe. Yeah, we'll just burn through Ningguang a bit early. So first chamber. You know, I'm glad that they kind of got rid of the some of the special star goals, like for the bosses. Those kind of annoyed me in the first two times because it was like so hard to...
Don't waste my time. Give up.
Scatter! Midnight, fantastic! Buckle up! Hey! Your life is mine!
There we go. Easy first chamber. Let us grab Beto. This is the same team you used to clear this stage. Alright. I've talked to Fischl a whole bunch before, but I think this time I'm gonna talk to Ningguang and Shiori. I don't think I've really talked to them.
You have personally invited me to journey with you. What reason would I have to refuse? Still, as we explore this domain further, I do intend to take the opportunity to gather some more intelligence.
Yeah, I'm also using the trial Ningguang because like my Ningguang, her artifacts are kind of all over the place.
Knowledge is power. Why gamble with loose change when you could own the bank vaults?
Alright, and then... Will I also review the poses in Wolfie's shop? Sure! Yeah. We'll take a look at the poses after. And then we're gonna choose
Need a
which one
pillow?
to take home.
I can make one for you. I brought some cloth with me. I also have a nice soft blanket here if you need a comforter.
Aw,
Not interested?
not interested.
Well, I'm gonna take a nap anyway. Let me know when it's time to go.
I would love a nap. Ningguang Riz. I know, right? Ningguang has some pretty good Riz. Hi, Dia. Okay, Dia's already here. Oh no, that's not what I was going to select. Dude, why were the selection boxes so close to each other? Where'd she go? There she is. The new
You go
Mika
ahead
pose
and
is
get some rest.
adorable.
I want to survey this area first. We need to get some sort of security system in place, just in case of a surprise attack. Oh yeah, I'm guessing you've got all your essential supplies on you. If you're going to put them down, make sure it's somewhere everyone can see them. Oh, you want to come with me? Sure, that'll save us some time. All right, come with me and stick close.
I haven't picked up any echoes yet. Actually, I haven't. I haven't really been motivated to, but now that Zhongli's getting one, I'm kind of motivated to. Okay, let's get the cash. One of the selectable events is... Whoa! Oh my god, the bunnies just came running in. If you're getting... Oh my gosh, if you're getting hit by the typhoon, please, I hope you are safe. That sucks. The typhoon was here a couple days ago. The rain was super strong, also the wind, but it wasn't as bad as the previous typhoon. Companion events cost 10 fewer, blessings cost 10 more. Yeah. Actually, no, I want that. Let's get a random companion. Ooh, an Ito. Has my Goro come out yet? Not really. Well, I guess I can take Ito.
I am the man!
Yeah! You are the man, Ito. Okay, there's Goro. So we're gonna have
Prepare
a
to move
Geo-ready
out.
team at some point. Oh, I don't really want to fight Fatui. Pyro characters have an advantage? How about no? Geo characters have an advantage? Who do we have? Oh yeah, well, we can still use our Ningguang Chiori. Okay. Yeah, so let's get Ningguang. Let's burn through Ningguang and Chiori first. I'll save Ito Goro for maybe the arithmetic mech. We could try that. And then what did we use last time? Do I want to save Dia for anyone? I don't think so, actually. We can just take Official and Beto. Do I want Goro in this chamber? Yeah. Okay.
As you wish me.
To ashes! It's nothing.
Oh my god, she's not charge attacking like I want her to.
Next customer,
So
show you the
sad.
silk.
I've been missing my charge attacks.
Your life is mine. Give up.
There you go.
You power that ended Python.
Charge attack, please. Thank you.
Don't waste my time. Midnight, fantastic. Grab the color. Scatter.
Okay. What's wrong with fighting the Fatui? I kind of prefer fighting the bigger and fewer ones than fighting the Fatui. Like, I usually have an easier time with those because, for example, I don't currently have Venti in my roster, and if it ends up that the chamber is like all the Fatui sprouting out at once, I would rather just be able to cheese it with Venti, for example. But since that's not the case here, I would kind of just rather go for the ones that are just like few, but big and all that. System mages equals pain. Yeah, that too. You kind of gotta know which ones are painful. Like, in the last Imaginarium Theater, I know I didn't stream it, but they had one chamber that was like, defeat 8 shielded Pyro Abyss mages in, what was it? 80 seconds, I think? Or was it, what, 100 seconds? Something like that. It was painful! Good luck on those wishing on the Lingsha banner. So, I don't know if you guys remember that chamber from the previous Imaginarium Theater, but like I actually had to do it I had to rewind it a couple. I mean, no, not rewind it. I had to repeat that chamber a couple of times because I hated it. I couldn't get all 8 under time until I put like 4 Hydro characters onto the thing. Hi Justin, good morning. Hello, thank you so much for the super chat. How are you? So that stage was bad. Yeah. And I actually heard that they have a similar stage here. So I do want to avoid it. I do want to avoid it actually. Like I know you guys might want to see me go through that pain, but like no thank you. One random alternate cast member joins the principal cast, but after completing the Acts combat event, no more. Oh no. We're not doing that. I need my random I need my other cast members. So we can take Albedo since Chiori's
Let's
out.
investigate this further.
You have to rewind on the cryo. You had no off-field pyro. It's painful. It's actually really painful. Climactic showdown. Oh, okay. Tulpa's coming next. I think we can overload the Tulpa. Yeah, go for it. Here we go. So, yeah, let's overload the Tulpa. Why not? We can just do this, this, and this. I know Tulpa's single target. Beto prefers multi-target, but you know, I think this should still be fine. Tulpa isn't super scary.
Right now. Eyes on me! You asked for it! Drop your weapons!
Oh my gosh, wait. Wrong Arlecchino rotation.
Emerge.
I should have
right
opened
here.
with Arlecchino. Okay, chat. Wrong Arlecchino rotation. But we got through it. Tulpa is not that scary. Oh, look, there's a Venti. I guess we could pick him up, but maybe not yet. I don't think I'm gonna be doing like mob controls anytime soon. Oh wait, we might have like a defend the monolith. I really actually didn't like it when they put a defend the monolith in the last cycle, in the last Imaginarium cycle. So yeah. Right before the Tower of Defense. Yeah, exactly. I just remember that there's a monolith. Wait, I want to talk to Father. I just remembered we used her. Father, where art thou? My father, my father. Hello, Father.
Before I go on a long journey, I tend to leave the children of the House of the Hearth with some homework to complete in my absence. Many of them, however, simply play to their heart's content for most of the time I am gone, then rush to get their homework done in the final few days before my return. They believe I am none the wiser, but I have simply elected not to expose their chicanery.
Chicanery.
After all, to complete one's work in a short time frame is a skill in its own right.
Dude, that was so me. I was so good at procrastinating. I mean, I still kind of am, but you know, not as good. But I was a very big procrastinator in high school and college. Hello, Owen. Welcome. Hello, hello. Father? Yes, father. Hi, Saladin! How are you? Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. We're just doing Imaginarium Theater. I hope you're doing good, Saladin. So, battle defense sequence. It's big, guys. I actually don't think Fenty will help here. We'll see. Hello, Santa. Welcome back. I'm first going to, actually, I'm gonna reroll this. Kind of don't like that. Defense sequence. Yeah, okay. Venti can do this one. I think we're good with that one. We'll also pick up a companion. Ooh, look at that. Shangling.
Just sharpen my spear.
Hi, Vane Games. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so let's go in for this one. Come on, Venti, help us cheese this. Oppa? Same. It is! It's always Shangling. It's always Shangling. Okay. So yeah, we can go with that. If it fails, I'll just try again. But let's go Kiching. So oh my god.
Right here, right now. Look alive! Yahoo! Think you can get away? With sword from shadow.
You are not welcome here.
Incoming! Hey! Emerge, right now, right here. Time for takeoff. Don't blink! Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. Right foot, right here, right now. Brace
Rude.
yourself.
Brace yourself.
Think you can get away?
Testing my patience.
I'm always watching. Emerge.
I hate that Yai gets stuck on
Don't
this.
blink. Hey!
Like, it's so rude.
With sword comes shadow.
Actually, I feel like everyone's getting stuck on the monolith. I kind of don't like that.
Yahoo!
Bro.
Time for takeoff.
I mean, I know that I'm walking near the monolith, but also so is everyone else.
Your mommy.
But did she just say your mom?
Do that.
What the? Oh my god. Wait. I don't play Dia a lot. I didn't know she had a voice line that was like your mom. Did your mom teach you that? Oh my god. Damn, Dia. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm taking Yelan for this one. I had no clue. I had no clue, guys. Okay, let's talk to Venti. Just like, your mom teach you that?
There's a lot of fascinating stories in these books. Don't be put off by the dusty old pages. Give them a chance, and in the blink of an eye, these tales will waft into the air to the sound of the lyre and blend into the sweetness of the breeze. Pick a story you like. Let's try it out.
I bet a lot of you guys miss Venti. Like, whenever Venti appears, everyone's immediate reaction is just like, I miss Venti. Getting cut off at your mom, I know, right? Your mom.
Our foes grow in strength, but that isn't entirely a bad thing. You need constant challenges to keep your skills strong and your judgment sharp. Otherwise, you lose your edge. There's no useful experience to be gleaned from plateauing.
So true, Kiching.
We've got each other's backs, so let's push ourselves today.
Alright. Going back in. Venti reminds you of your drunk uncle. Who do we have right now? And who's the next one? I think the arithmetic mech is coming next, actually. Hmm. Environmental hazards present. That's such a... Wait, what do they mean by that? Okay, whatever. I'm picking up a companion. Ooh, hi Zhongli.
What shall we do?
What shall we do? Oh. Well, I mean, that's fine. We could kind of like cheese electrocharge that, but let's just re-roll. There we go. That's what I like to see. I like to see ruin monsters. They're very straightforward to fight. Here we go. Okay, ruin monsters. Well, we can crack out, the bunnies are just chewing. We can crack out the Geo team, I think. Like, the only other time I'll probably bring out this Geo team is maybe against the arithmetic mech. Or the Legatus Golem. Is there a Legatus Golem here? I forget, actually. Anyway, I think it's safe to use him right now. Yeah, and then I'll just put Zhongli. It's bonking time! The statue golem horse thing too. Okay. Well, the arithmetic mech I can probably overload. I just need to save a Chevreuse for it and hope I pick up an electro character. So we can do that. Does the buff from Imaginarium Theater take effect in the Abyss? It actually does. It actually does. So yeah.
Advance! Live! Gather! Rally! Who wants some of this?
Oh my gosh, wait. I mistimed, help. I mistimed, what's his face? Ushi!
Let's roll! Charge! Burst forth!
Help, my Ito skills are rusty.
Moment of birth! Press the advantage! Oh, coming through! Bam! Cha! Let's roll! Gather! Fall in! Witness my great undertaking!
Whoa!
Rally! It's showtime! Bam!
Oh, well, no, we're getting the star.
Advance!
Okay.
Everyone on me!
Yeah, I'm not super happy with my rotation. My Ito skills are kind of rusty right now. But it's fine. I mean, we got through it, but sorry about that. Alright, next one. We are picking up... I'm gonna prepare to do some overloading, so I'm just gonna pick up Toma so I have like an off-field pyro. Wait, I haven't talked to these guys. I need to talk to them. Hey, Ito.
These books are actually pretty good. I bet the boys in the gang would enjoy reading them too. Huh? Fairy tales? You mean they're meant for kids?
Why, yes.
What I meant was we should totally share these books with the kids in the city. They'd be a smash hit with them.
Hi, Mod Valid. You know what, chat? I highly recommend. I know that Ito's reaction is very normal, but I firmly believe that a lot of children's stories and fairy tale books are meant for adults. Like, some of them have a...
It is well worth exploring this domain thoroughly, though it will take some time. Approximately as long as it would take to read an entire alchemy book from cover to cover, in my estimation. Perhaps I could assess each threat that awaits us, quantify the total effort required in each case, and... Oh, from the look on your face, you wish to continue the battle now, correct? Well, then let's go. Remember to make each move count, and be ready to change strategy at a moment's notice.
Shilonen or Chiori? Well, that is something that I can definitely answer once I've tried out Shilonen and gotten my video on her out. But right now, the main difference between them is that Shilonen, she looks like she is going to be a Geo character that can shred Petch resistance, which is something that Chiori doesn't do. Chiori is someone who really specializes in dealing off-field Geo damage, and you know, without her C1, you do want another Geo structure on the field so that she can maximize that damage, but she doesn't really have like rest shred effects like Shilonen is going to have, and Shilonen is going to heal as well. So like Shilonen is very much support, and I have yet to see how good of a support and how big of a difference her support will make in terms of team damage. But then, you know, Chiori is pretty straightforward as an off-field DPS. Off-field sub-DPS.
On the battlefield, even the strongest warriors can be captured if they get isolated, and even the weakest soldiers can conquer the enemy if they stay united. There's only so much one person can accomplish on their own. So my view is that the strength of the whole group is what matters if you want to build an unstoppable army. Likewise, even the fiercest enemy soldier is nothing to be feared. As long as we work together as a team and make effective use of our resources, victory will be ours.
Do I have access to the creator experience server for Shilonen? Actually, chat, as of now, I don't. And I don't know if that's going to change in the future or in the next few days. I actually don't.
This domain affords the opportunity for endless challenges, while also providing an ample place to rest. Most fascinating indeed. It stands to reason that the creator of this realm holds lofty expectations for those who enter. Even the lengthiest of battles have their end. As for how long this one shall last, I suppose that remains to be discovered.
So yeah, I haven't tried Shilonen yet, and I can't give you guys specifics on how she plays or anything like that, because I haven't tried her yet. I think that creator experience videos might come out at the end of this week, or you might start seeing them at the end of this week, but so far, I don't think you might. I don't think you'll see any from me. I don't know. Chiori a defense scaler? Well, she leans more towards defense. They gave her some dual scaling just so that it's like a little bit more forgiving, but she benefits more from defense. This one is so difficult. The Legatus Golem. Oh, a Navia!
I'll take the lead today.
That's gonna help us cheese this one. As a beta tester? Oh, I'm not a beta tester. Chat. I'm not a beta tester. There's a big difference between a beta tester and a creator experience server. Creators that get access to the creator experience server or early access, they get the final version of it. They don't get the first iterations of the character that still need to be like reworked over the changes. I'm not a beta tester, and I never have been. Okay, well, I could also just save Navia for the arithmetic mech, actually. We can do that. How much can I talk about those things? Not very much. What I will tell you is what's relevant to like whether or not you can expect a video from me. But any info that I generate or find from the actual testing, you will only see in a video that's like officially published. Okay, Legatus Golem dude. So, gonna save Zhongli for Navia. And then, you know what? Let's just throw in Yelan. Why not? I kind of want to save the Pyro guys for these guys first. Something else.
being. Feel this ancient power.
Oh my god.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Really? Who wants some of this? Attaboy!
Boink, 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 boink. Bonking time. It's bonking time.
Bam! Advance! Then, witness my great undertaking.
Things are about to get dicey.
No!
Showtime!
Oh my god.
Let's roll!
I was supposed to search Shigoro first. Damn it. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Rip, whatever. Okay, fine. I'll just finish this rotation.
Burst forth.
Busted.
Everyone on me! Attaboy! Who wants
There you
some
go.
of this?
We'll just finish this off. That was a mispress, sadly. The first one was going so well. Alright, next one. Then we can pick up Cloran. Let's go! How far are we into theater? I think we're about halfway through. Scuffed, I know, right? That is like my exact emotion. That face is my exact, it captures my exact emotion whenever like my rotation scuffs. It's just like, damn, really? Alright, let's talk to Yelan. Oh wait, maybe Ito will have a different voice line. I love listening to Ito's voice lines. Like, he always has something great to say.
Alright, who are we gonna throw down with next? I'm ready to rumble. What are we waiting for anyway? Come on, let's go! Or they'll start thinking we're scared of them. Oh, but I guess you need some time to organize the victory feast, right? You gotta plan ahead for these things. Okay, yeah, we can hang around here for a little longer. Good thing I got this lollipop to tide me over.
I've never used a lollipop to tide me over in my life. It seems like a bad idea. It just seems like a lot of sugar.
There are real people and real events out there that are more incredible than anything you'll find in fiction.
Is this visionary? Yes.
Shame no one will ever be allowed to write a book about it. Curious? What if I told you that the things I'm referring to, no one will ever be allowed to talk about either? Okay, we can chat about something that isn't top secret information if you want, but we'll still have to go somewhere a little more private.
Oh my god. Yelan wants to go somewhere a bit more private with us. It's currently Geo Pyro Electro Chat. I mean, obviously they put Geo so that when Shilonen comes in, you can use her. Alright, let's take the mystery cache. Oh, restore vigor. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh. Cool. Random companion. Okay. Yes, Bennett. Hi, Bennett.
I won't hold you back.
Thanks. Overload buff. Yeah, let's get this one. And then I'll get this power crystal because it's very likely we're going to do a Navia Zhongli bit. Navia Pyro bit at some point. Ignition waves. AoE geo damage. Well, we can take the geo damage. Okay. Oh my god. Seriously? No way am I doing this. One looks horrible. What? Not the freaking Cryo Heralds. Dude, no, this one looks horrible. Goodbye. I'm not touching that one. Bows have an advantage. Okay, if we need to shoot anyone down, we'll just use Yelan, I guess. Who do we use? Well, I don't actually think we're gonna use Venti anymore, so we could actually probably just get rid of him. And then we could just use Toma. Let's see. Yeah, I think this could work.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Brace yourself. Think you can get away?
Check this out. Supporting fire.
Whoa, where's the next guy? Why are they so far away?
Time to testify.
Here we go. Time for takeoff.
Busted. Game's Silva.
Fire it up! I got you covered!
Into the shadows.
Okay, there we go. Easy. I love fighting ruined things. They're so straightforward. Oh my god. I play MTG now, right? Yes, I do. I do play Commander. I mainly play Commander. I don't really play the other game formats. Those mages gave you PTSD. You know, in the last one when you had to do like the pyro mages and then, you know, try to get them under time and stuff. I really wanted to get the star, but I was so stubborn. Like, I could have rewound the thing and just chosen a different chamber, but I was so stubborn. I just wanted to actually do it. Let's get this. Okay, we can pick up sucrose.
My experiment will succeed.
Alright, I guess we're gonna go to Climactic Showdown. So this one we can... Well, overloading it is so fun, though. Who's the last one? It's the Asimon. Last one is Asimon. Yeah, you know what? Let's just overload it. It's fine. We'll save we'll do Navia in the next one. Who do I run as my commander? So like my currently my casual deck, I run Balin, the Haymaker, as my commander, and then for my competitive deck, I run competitive / higher power deck, I run Silvala. Alrighty, what is that enemy? It's the Arithmetic Enhancer mech. Now then, let's do this. So, I think we can do it like this. Well, with full Stella! Congratulations, let's go. An Electro for Asimon, that's right. We can, yeah, I think we can do this. Okay, so...
Teamwork is strength!
I'm gonna overload this,
Nice
so I don't need an
Overload. Shoot on sight.
Hands where I can see them! Stop right there!
Ready.
Let's light it up! Everybody, Bubba, get them! Final warning! Justice will prevail!
Loaded. Time to testify.
Drop your weapons!
Cool. Fast. That was... oh my god. Claret actually makes it so fast. It kind of just melted, didn't it? Yeah. So, like, Overload is a pretty good... But also, this one is definitely not as threatening as the one in Spiral Abyss, okay? It really isn't. And you will notice that, in general, the chambers of Imaginarium Theater are easier than they are in Spiral Abyss, which as they should be. Okay, because Spiral Abyss is asking for a different skill set. Okay. The one in Abyss is a bit more tanky too. I mean, yeah, usually, it is. So, I'm gonna pick up, Yoimiya, but I don't think I'm gonna use her anyway. Is Clorand better with Overload in general? Clorand in a Chevreuse team is quite strong. Like, Chevreuse teams are quite good. But I would still sooner recommend Aggravate Clorand. Well, Quicken Aggravate. It's Quicken Aggravate, Quicken Bloom. They're okay. But if you're gonna do Clorand Overload, I would... better if you do it with Chevreuse. Wait! I was going to talk to Clorand.
I rarely encounter opportunities to rest mid-journey. During battle, slowing down is even more out of the question. However,
given that this is not a solo operation, I will go along with what you think is best. In any case, this is an acceptable place for a brief period of respite.
Thank God no Abyss Mages this time. I know, right? Would 0 out of 10 would not want to fight. Hi, Cheverus.
I know all these books are meant for children, but some of these stories are actually quite good.
Yeah, read children's books, guys. Some of them are really good, especially like the classics and stuff.
Here, for example. This one's the story of two parrots that sue each other.
Whoa!
Each accuses the other of stealing a poem that they both claim to have written that morning.
That's a children's story?
But since they only know how to imitate speech, the judge has no way of knowing who actually wrote the poem first. Such a fun story. Any chance I can borrow it?
That's cute. That's cute. A guide for Natlan local legends. I've thought about it, although I will confess that I haven't fought all of them yet.
These monsters are stronger all the time. Probably because I'm on the team, I bet.
Oh my gosh.
But the good news is, as the leader of Benny's adventure team, I've learned a lot about how to draw monsters' attention. I'll lure them out, and once they charge at me, you guys wait for the right moment to take them all down.
You're still waiting for my Natlan local legend run streak. Oh my gosh. See, I so enjoy watching other people do it, but I don't know if I'll enjoy doing it
Experimental
myself.
dishes have made it onto the Wan Mean restaurant menu. In most cases, it's because I think the texture isn't quite right, or the flavor needs a lot more work. But that doesn't mean I'm about to give up. I know there are tasty dishes out there waiting to be discovered, and I'll find them sooner or later.
There we go. Hutao, C1 or R1? Honestly, if you want the quality of life that C1 gives, I would highly consider her C1. But also, I will say that I'm definitely not a Hutao main. I know that there are theory crafters out there who have done more extensive work and testing with Hutao, so I think you should definitely look them up, look for those. So let's see. Mystery cache, rare. This effect only takes once. Well, we don't have 0 Fantasia flowers, so I think we can fit both of these in there. There we go. We can just get right
What
in.
is the situation?
Okay, so this one, can we re-roll this? Can we re-roll the battle events? Can we re-roll it again? Yeah, foes have an advantage. Okay, so I think this is the second to the last, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's the second to the last. So I think we can like bring out Navia, for example. She might have fun in this one. 2-piece EM sets or gilded better for Al-Haytham? I mean, it's a quantifiable number of substat difference. Like gilded, between gilded, a 4-piece gilded and a 2-piece EM. Gilded gives you like a couple more stats of EM, and at most a couple more stats of attack, like one or the other, right? So if you just have a really good 2-piece EM set in terms of substats and stats already, like you can just stick with that. You don't need to hurt yourself trying to complete a gilded set. Like that's what I did. This place looks great. I know. Okay, so to save for Asimon, we want to keep an Electro character, right? Oh, I just realized I haven't really used Arlecchino. I mean, she still has one left. I can just save Navia plus an Electro for Asimon, maybe, because, you know, Navia versus a boss is quite fun. Or no, you know what? I'm going to choices. It's fine. We have like a couple of choices here, actually. We're doing it again. We're doing another ruin chamber again. Because, as I said, that's like the easiest way to go through this, in my opinion. I just felt my hunger. I just felt my hunger pangs. Hello. Not the best, but not the worst. At least we'll have Navia, Electro, and these guys to choose from for the last one. Oh, but if we use Zhongli here, I kind of want to keep Zhongli with Navia. I feel like that's the most comfortable for me. So, you know what? Let's just ball. We'll see who else we can save for Navia. We might not even play Navia Pyro in the last one, right?
Overruled. Teamwork is dreamwork. Animal hypostasis. You're toast.
I'm not gonna start with that one.
Transfixed. Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
Oh.
I'm going in. Off we go. Eat this.
This is where overruled.
Stand clear.
Wait, oh my gosh, Bounty's defeated. Hang on. I didn't realize I wasn't keeping track of the I wasn't keeping track of what we were supposed to kill. I was just killing the smaller guys. Choo. It's fine. I see where we kind of want to shoot one of them down now, but I think we can reach it without shooting them down. Like at worst, you know what? Let's just bring Elon. Shiley's gonna be like Bennettless at worst.
Blade bear. Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Teamwork is dreamwork. Animal test 6308.
Okay, there we go. That's one bounty defeated. This should be the other one, right? Like,
transfixed. Everybody stand.
Quiet.
Oh my god.
Things are about to get dicey.
Why did it stick out of Okay. Yeah, we got it. We can end it early. Yeah! Okay. Cool. There you go. I just forgot to read, guys. Use Archer to take down the boss. No. You can reach it. You can reach it, thankfully. You can end it early. Yes, guys, you can end it early. Once you finish the objectives, you can end it early. Just press P. Or, well, I don't know what it is on mobile if you just like tap it in the upper left corner. I know. I was also surprised the first time I was doing it. Especially on stream. I think it was someone in chat that pointed out to me that you could end it early. But I was also surprised. Okay. So now you know. Now you guys know, okay, if you realize that you finished like the Stella, or you've gotten the stars already and you finished the objectives you want, you can end it early. You don't read, you just fight. Spread the word, guys. Tell everyone that yes, you can end it early.
Before I go on a long journey, I tend to.
Oh, she already said this.
Believe.
Is this ketchup? Is this like hot sauce? Okay. Elon, do you have something new to say?
A safe house, huh? I'm not a fan of using safe houses that I haven't personally vetted and kitted out. But this is better than nothing. Exploring this domain is one heck of a big job. Even if I wanted to get it over and done with in one go, looks like neither the rules of this place nor my stamina would allow it. You should conserve your energy too. Don't run yourself ragged. It's not worth it.
What happens when you talk to them? Do you get an achievement? I don't think you get an achievement. I just like talking to them because this is like one of those rare opportunities outside of limited time events that you'll actually see the characters in the world and like you can talk to them and stuff. So yeah. Okay, we're gonna pick one of these up because looks like we're gonna do a Navia something team. Is there anyone else we can get in here? Is it worth it? No? I mean, we already kind of technically have a team. I think we'll be okay. But what if... Oh, I'm so curious. Two of you. Only one remaining. Who's the last remaining character? You know what? Maybe we don't need to find out. Okay. Is this like this? Every 2 elemental shards. After characters hit an opponent with an attack. Okay. Noelle! Oh, it's Noelle that I haven't chosen. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to choose Noelle. It's fine. Sorry, Noelle. I mean, I put her there in case we didn't get Ito. Like, I was kind of just worried that Ito or Navia might not come up soon enough when I needed them. So, you know, I just like increased my chances of having a Geo DPS. I'm sorry, Noelle. I love you, I swear. Like, I really like Noelle, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, let's just do this and hope we can beat it quickly enough. I just realized we don't have Bennett. That's kind of smudge, but it's fine. We can do it.
Fire! Get with me!
Stabilize!
Umbrella warfare, I guess! Haha! Hiya! Lightning Sheriff!
Illusion shattered!
Attack!
Solidify!
Cha! Watch out! Haha! Hiya! Nah! Cha! This one's got your name on it! Haha! Coming at ya!
Gather!
Dissipate!
Shine down!
I would like a particle, yes.
Send down! From the Stina with love!
Okay, we're almost done here, chat.
Feeling lucky?
Yahoo! Umbrella warfare, I guess. Yay! We did it! Cool. Alright, performance tour summary. What did we get? The drip axe. Oh yeah, we got the drip axe, guys. And the gunbrella. Highest damage dealt. Well, yeah, we saw that one. We saw her spit out that 246k. Uh-huh. I haven't seen the Navio one. Superstar sold out. Most opponents defeated. Let's go, Ito. Most damage taken, Chevrolet. Okay, Ito coming out with that most opponents defeated. I'm so proud of him. This is visionary difficulty, yeah. Total characters appearing. Team that completed the performance the fastest. Cool. That was our overload team. Nice, nice, nice. Supporting cast, none. Fantasia Flowers used 1,250. Cast list. And then it's everyone except Noelle. I'm so sorry, Noelle. But also, we didn't use Yormia. Like, I put her in, but we didn't use her. So I think she might have been the only other one we didn't use. Thanks to your efforts? Why is your in quotation marks? Cool. We finished it, guys. Okay. So let's look. Oh wait, first I need to collect my rewards. Kinich, I have a guide about Kinich. Most of your questions can very likely be answered there. Claim rewards! Woohoo! Yeah, let's look at the thespian tricks. Is there anyone here? Oh, I want to talk to Navia. Navia! I miss you!
Since we're having a break, how about we enjoy some sweet treats? If you want my recommendation, I'd say lemon cheesecake is the perfect choice for this occasion. Unlike macarons, it has a tartness to it, as well as the sweetness, which excites the taste buds and keeps you awake and alert. That way, we won't fall asleep reading.
Any tips for people who can't seem to beat the hardest difficulty of the Abyss and Imaginarium Theater? So, if you really can't, then I would just say work on strengthening your characters and also examine if your team building might be the issue. If you're lacking synergistic teams, or at least in the case of Imaginarium Theater, synergistic team options. Because it really is going to be a fact that if your characters haven't reached a certain level of investment, or if your skills haven't reached a certain level of improvement, you are going to have a hard time beating the hardest levels. And honestly, there's no shame in that, because as especially Migo, our resident theory crafter, likes to say, skills can be improved. It just takes time and practice. So in that regard, it is kind of up to how much you want to practice that. But when it comes to like farming artifacts, improving your weapons, improving talent levels, just like investing in your character, make sure you're upgrading what you can control before you try to min-max artifacts, because that's up to RNG and that's resin you have to sink. So make sure you are efficiently upgrading and strengthening your characters. With Spiral Abyss, that's why my Abyss guides focus on positioning strategies, because it makes things easier to kill in one go if you position them right. It makes it more efficient to get it under time. But of course, you still want to have good considerations about team building, and you still want to have an adequate amount of minimum investment in your characters. Now, Imaginarium Theater, it kind of takes a bit of a while to kind of change your mindset from Abyss to Imaginarium Theater, because Theater kind of has a different objective. It wants you to be flexible with forming teams, because you might, in some circumstances, end up with less than ideal teams just because of the randomness of the selection and who you end up choosing, and your usages of certain characters is limited. Right? Sometimes you'll get lucky, sometimes you'll get a random character's vigor restored and then you can use them again. But as you could see when I was going through it, and also chat was kind of going through this with me as well, we would be like, okay, do I want to save this character for this particular chamber? So it will help if you know ahead what chambers or what bosses you're facing, so that you know that, okay, Asimon's at the end, you want an electro character so that when it goes invisible, you can attack the turret things or the components so that it goes visible again. Right? And then you have the Legatus Golem in the middle, so you want either overload or blunt damage or geo damage in order to take down the shield. And then that's kind of what you have to save for. You want to save certain characters for. So just take into account all of those factors, considerations, mechanics, and tips that can help you, and give yourself time. Okay, and be nice to yourself. If you can't do it, it's fine. Like, Genshin has so much more to offer than just trying to beat the hardest modes. I know that there's primos at the end of it, but you don't want to stress yourself out trying to do something that, you know, will take a lot of time and effort. One of the things about Imaginarium Theater is that the barrier of entry, like, the main complaint when it first came out is that, oh no, I don't have enough built characters to actually get into the hardest mode. And they do put the requirements for the characters for you to start. Like, this character has to be level, is it 70, 80? for you to be able to put them in. Some people have attempted actually doing Imaginarium Theater with very suboptimal artifacts, and because the chambers are a lot more manageable than Abyss, it actually is fine. Like, you might not get all the stars for the bragging rights, but you are very likely going to get most of the rewards even then. So Imaginarium Theater has that barrier of entry where you need a minimum amount of characters to actually get in, whereas in Spiral Abyss, you only need 8 or even less, right? Let's say you vertically invested in just like some handful of characters, but they can duo, they can solo the chambers because they're so strong, like their C6R5, I don't know, for example. So again, different requirements. Abyss wants vertical investment, or it gets easier with vertical investment, right? Sometimes there are elemental restrictions in Abyss that want you to bring in a certain element to take down a certain shield and this and this and that. But then Imaginarium Theater, on the other hand, if you have like the spread of characters among the elements that they're focusing on in that cycle, and you can get in, it's not as difficult as in terms of combat as Abyss is. Is there a Discord? Yes, we do have a Discord. This should be updated. I'd like to learn some thespian tricks, Wolfie. Navia's so cute, guys. Navia's so cute! Oh my goodness, she is so cute! Live Navia reaction, guys. I'm such a fan. I'm such a fan of Navia, okay? She's so cool. She's so slay. I love her. She's so cute. Arr. Okay, we're getting that. Leisure time. Actually, I like Toma. I like Venti as well. I actually didn't use all my toy medals last time because I couldn't really decide on who. I think I'll do Venti. I was kind of contemplating between Amber and Cole. I think Cole's really cute. Actually, I think I'll take Cole, and then I'll save the last one. Okay. There we go. I still like Kave's post. Yeah, Kave's post is very funny. It's very cute. So, oh, look at that. My resin's almost full. Anyway, chat, I am hungry. I'm hungry. It's almost 1 o'clock for me. I haven't had lunch yet. But that's going to be all for this stream because I just wanted to focus on Imaginarium Theater. If you want to catch me on Twitch, Sevi_plays on Twitch. That's where I do grind, like that's where I do some artifact farming and grinding sometimes and leveling up artifacts. I mostly just do it there casually because I'm just chatting and yapping and everything. Have I gotten the shop stuff? Oh right, it's October 1. Okay. You guys are so right. You guys are so right. Wait. Maybe we can get a lucky 10 pull before that. Wait. Before we leave. Before we leave, can we get something? Oh, this is gonna be so anticlimactic, I swear. Wow, that's like the most anticlimactic thing we could have ever gotten. A freaking Eye of Perception. Are you serious? That is so sad. I can't believe my shop standard wishes went to an Eye of Perception. This is so scuffed. Scuffed, man. Oh, Amber's here. I don't have enough. I'll get her after I wish for Shilonen. All right, chat. That's it. That's going to be all. Thank you so much for chilling with me. Good luck on your Imaginarium Theater if you haven't done it yet. I hope you at least got a preview of how it looks. And yeah, have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your week. And I'm very grateful to the mods as always for keeping us here in order. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Mwah. I appreciate you all.
I need to find time to send those saurian relics for appraisal.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.